Welcome to the Chris Hatcher Show, presented by Alabama Power. I'm Kevin Blackwell, and of course each week I'm joined by Samford head football coach Chris Hatcher. This past Saturday evening, the Bulldogs traveled to Macon, Georgia for a conference matchup with the Mercer Bears. Game saw a lot of lead changes, but unfortunately Samford falls 45-42, dropping our overall record to 2-3, 1-2 in the conference. Coach, I know you had a busload of disappointed guys Saturday night.
We did, Kevin. I thought that we traveled well. I thought we played with great effort, and at times I thought we executed extremely well. We're just not finishing ball games, and the first half was a back and forth affair, 14-10, and then the second half, both offensive units got rolling, and it was just a matter of who had the ball last. There, and again, it's a common theme that we've had dating back to the spring, that we get to the end and we can't make the plays there, or we haven't been able to make the plays to come out victorious, and that's something that we work on each and every week, and we just got to execute better down the stretch of a ball game. But you got to tip your hat to Mercer. Got a really good team. The addition, got a new quarterback from the spring. And they really ran the ball well, and it's hard to beat a team that rushes for that many yards.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, they did have a big game rushing, run the football. When you look at the film, is it missed tackles? Is it missed gap assignments? I know we had some starters missing as well. Was it a collection of all that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really pleased with the team that we took down there. Yeah, we were down Nelson Jordan, Nathan East, Ty King, A.J. Tony, didn't play. Montrell was banged up. He was a game-time decision, headed into the game. Francisco Jimenez didn't play due to injury. But the guys we took, they're plenty good enough, and they've been practicing well and playing good. But it's a combination, and, we're talking defensive football right here. It's a combination of lack of execution and doing our job well. And when you do that, and you start overcompensating for someone else, you find yourself out of position, opens up big gaps. You're not in position to make a tackle, so your tackling becomes really poor, and that's where we have to get better. And actually, we got to get tougher up front and be able to get home with just some four-man rush and things of that nature, instead of having to bring six in order to get the pressure on the quarterback.
The offense finished with 518 total yards, including a season-high 206 yards rushing. Liam Welch went 31 of 46, 312 yards, 4 touchdowns, pair of interceptions. Jay Stanton with a 100-yard rushing game as well. The offense converts third and fourth downs consistently in the game, sustains drives, went 5 for 5 in the red zone opportunities. Coach, with the exception of a couple of early turnovers, I really thought the offense played well.
We still have a lot of room to improve there. The turnovers, we got to eliminate them. We put our defense in a short field a couple times. We stopped them there in the first half when that happened. It was one of those games that they were determined to take away the deep ball. We did hit a couple on them. And then they just dropped a lot in coverage, so we had to rely on the run game, which is great. I mean, I thought that we improved in that area. But in a game like that, you go the second half. Mercer, they scored 5 out of their 6 times with the ball, and they finished with the ball on the 6th possession and took a knee. And offensively, we scored 4 out of 6 times, 1 punt, and then we had a touchdown called back. When you're in a game that's back and forth, you got to find a way to make all the drives count, and it's very difficult to do, but we got to get a little better in that area. And then special teams wise, we continue to still give up some big plays there late in the game. We gave up a good kick return, and those are some areas that we're very well aware of. Our guys have great spirits. They're very accountable for how we're performing. And again, I know it may sound like a broke record. We're very close, and I'm extremely excited that we have a bye week to get a lot of guys well, but I'm extremely excited to see us finish off with a great stretch, because a lot of our goals are still there, and I think we're going to be a force to be reckoned with moving forward.
Well, this week we head into a bye week, and it's always a good time to rest some players. And Coach, when you enter into a bye week, I know we've got a lot of guys hurt right now. You hope to get those guys back, certainly. When you head into a bye week, do you generally have a routine every season that you go through in that week, things you want to accomplish?
Yes, I do. It usually depends on when the bye week is, of how much we do or how little we do. And, this is right, in the middle of the season, but what you don't realize, we had 4 weeks of practice before the season. So this is like really week 10 for us. We always welcome a bye week, gives us a chance for the players to rejuvenate themselves, get well. This week's all about getting good at the fundamentals, a little bit of Wofford, within that deal, and then just to get guys healed up and rested, so that when we come back next week, we can hit the ground full speed for this stretch run.
How close are we getting our key receivers back in the game right now?
We're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. but at the end of the day, we got the guys that have been playing extremely well. You got to, tip your cap to Jack Kramer's really stepped it up as a backup. Smitty's been playing outstanding, scored his first collegiate touchdown the other day. Peyton Ringer's come in, played outstanding. So
Kendall Watson too.
He's already was a starter, so I'm not counting the guys that were already starting. But those guys have come in and done a really good job, so we've been really pleased with their performance.
Very good. Well, as Coach mentioned, our next game will be on October the 16th, 12:30 kickoff at Wofford. And as usual, the game can be seen on ESPN+. Coach, I hope you have some time to get some rest this week, but I don't think you will.
No, we got a lot of work to do, but again, I tell our fans I appreciate the support that we've had. But man, I tell you what, we're on the cusp of doing some good things, and I really think this week came at the right time, and I'm excited about the stretch run.
Yeah, it's been a tough schedule at the beginning of the.
It has. We played some good teams.
We really have. Yeah. Well, thanks again for tuning in to the Chris Hatcher Show. We will see you next week.